Simply put, anxiety is just the fear of an anticipation of a future event.
Okay.
So it's actually something that's really normal that everyone goes through. But what happens is we get worried when it becomes excessive and it interferes with your daily living and your ability to actually function normally in the spaces that you need. Could be work, could be social, could be school. Yeah. So, but generally just anticipation of the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it normal though to just feel the same? And I know, like you said, it's yes, it's normal, but then again, to what level does it become normal?
Right.
Yeah.
So it is normal. I am currently very anxious. So it's a normal thing, especially, you know, when you're going into the unknown or, you know, you're feeling challenged or it's just something that comes with, you know, the experiences that are especially out of our comfort zone. But then again, we, like I said, we get worried when it becomes excessive, when the symptoms, especially the physical ones, begin to manifest and they're not going down as soon as they should. So it's like a prolonged state of being in that anxious state. And it starts to interfere. So you find yourself now avoiding those situations that get you feeling that way. So if it was school, your performance would be affected because you're not able to do your group presentations or to even raise your hands to ask a question. If it's work, you find yourself missing work because of that anxiety. It kind of, I think the word I like to use is keeps you stuck there.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
It can, yes, it can be overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, to just again feeling stuck that you really can't do anything.
Right.
On the same, and of course, we'll also talk a bit on the disorder part, right? And like you said, if it prolongs for a period of time, and I'm curious to understand how long is too long that then, for example, becomes problematic or it becomes a disorder, and then what do you do with that? But of course, let's speak to Patrick, where Patrick, of course, you traveled in 2018 to go to university, that is Duke University. First of all, just help us understand your state, that is state of mind before you traveled, while you were still in the country. How were you? Were you anxious about traveling? Were you excited? How were you at this particular moment when you were about to travel?
Honestly, it was mostly just excitement. I was so excited to venture into this new space. I had this sense in my head that I was part of the cream of like top performers in my country. So I'm getting to this space where I'm surrounded by fellow brilliant students. So it was really exciting for me before coming into the actual space itself, and then having to deal with the issues that came after actually moving here. So yeah, it was a nice mix of eagerness and excitement.
All right. What were you most excited about, aside from, of course, meeting other brilliant students, you know, getting on a plane, going into a different space? What was that most exciting part for you?
It was the flexibility, because compared to Kenyan schools, Duke University offers students the flexibility to pursue different avenues for academic and professional engagement. So that was super exciting for me. So what's funny about that is, on the flip side, it ended up being part of the causes of the anxiety, because you feel overwhelmed because you have so many options. And what's insane is it's up to you, and it determines your future. It determines the next 5 years, and that's how the anxiety sets in. So you're faced with so many options, and they're all possible, and the future is full of possibilities, and it's all up to you to pick one of them and go with it. So that's pretty intense.